Hey, real estate friends, what's going on? It's Mike Gold here with RE/MAX. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today's vlog post, we're going to be talking about the two important impacts of the equity that has been created in our recent real estate market. The first point was buying a new home or utilizing the equity that you have in your home to either buy something new to have it be exactly what you want, or potentially fix up the home that you're currently in to make those modifications and improvements. And although there are some really great ways of utilizing the equity for both of those needs, I might suggest a third option, and that's potentially using the equity in your home to create 2 or maybe even 4 or more homes. And that's a strategy in which that I can show you how to utilize or leverage that equity intelligently to be able to buy that investment property. Option number 2 is helping future generations. So now that you've identified that you may have a lot of equity in your house, you might have the opportunity of gifting or giving those funds on to a friend or family member or helping someone out in need, all of which are great opportunities in which to be able to utilize the equity in your home, provided of course you're on the right track for retirement and different items as it pertains to there. So again, the equity that you've created in your house is absolutely wonderful, but let me piggyback on a reason that the equity that's in your house is something that you should not do. So I was in the car today and I was hearing an ad for a mortgage company, and they were talking about how to utilize the equity in your home to do a cash out refi. Cash out refi, the lingo on that is taking equity out of your home, refinancing, and pulling out that equity that's there and utilizing the money to buy other things. And the ad was talking about buying the new car, buying a pool, doing this and doing that. Don't want to do that, right? There are all sorts of opportunities in which for you to be able to utilize the equity in your home for really good purposes, but then there's also reasons for you to not utilize the equity and actually potentially pay that home off or leverage that talent and make it into something more or have it to grow into something more. So again, if you want to talk about the equity in your house, maybe there are some reasons for you to pull out the money to do a cash out refi to pay down some debt. And although there too, you got to be really careful, because if now you're taking that debt that is going to be paying off at a much higher interest rate, but ideally in 5 years or less, now you're talking about taking that cash flow out and making it 30 plus years. Although you may save yourself a lot of money as far as payment and reduce that interest rate, it's not necessarily the wisest thing to do. So give me a phone call there too, and I can advise you on some different strategies you may not have thought of to still pay that debt down faster, but not necessarily utilize any of that cash. So again, Mike Gold with RE/MAX, thank you so much for tuning in. The equity that's being created in today's ownership cycle has created a lot of wealth, but utilizing it intelligently and having the right real estate advisor guide you with that equity is where I come into play. So hopefully I'll have the opportunity. So I'm just a call, click, or email away. Thanks again for tuning in. Mike Gold with RE/MAX Alliance.